it's like this path we on, this journey we on. We're not taking the world and saying, I ain't choose this life, this life chose me. We can say the same thing, but not on the left hand side. I ain't asked to be. Yeah, I ain't asked to be. I just showed up and showed out. Like Jeremiah, he was a young boy, but the Lord said, I ordained thee to be a prophet. We've been ordained to take up the plow, to dig the soil, to plant the seeds, to water it with His truth. So, something you want to open it. All right, before you do that, I want to open with Matthew chapter 13, verse 14 through 17. Verse 14 through 17. And in them is fulfilled the prophecy of Isaiah, which saith, by hearing ye shall hear and shall not understand, and seeing ye shall see and shall not perceive. For this people's heart is waxed gross, and their ears are dull of hearing, and their eyes they have closed. So that means it says their eyes they have closed, meaning that they willfully being ignorant. They're willfully being blind to the truth. All right. At least at any time they should see with their eyes and hear with their ears and should understand with their heart and should be converted. Convert means with the truth, and I should heal them. But blessed are your eyes, for they see, and your ears, for they hear. Baba Kushai, can you get St. John chapter 10, I think verse 13. But blessed are your eyes, for they see, and your ears, for they hear. 13. Yeah, I think that's one. Verse 14 through 16.
This is John chapter 10, verse 14. I am the good shepherd, and know my sheep. I am known of mine. As the Father knoweth me, even so know I am the Father, and I lay down my life for the sheep.
He didn't say all, he said he laid down his life for the sheep. Go ahead.
John chapter 10, verse 16. Another sheep I have which are not of this fold.
They have sheep which are not of this fold. Remember, during that time, only the southern kingdom was there when Yahweh was on the scene. Sheep of the other fold will be the northern kingdom that will be on this side of the earth, where we are to this day in the United States, also known as Babylon in the Bible.
Hear my voice. Them also must bring and shall hear my voice. It is John chapter 10, verse 16. And other sheep I have which are not of this fold, them also I must bring, and they shall hear my voice. And there shall be one fold and one shepherd.
Notice it said, hear my voice. But there's a scripture where it says, you are not of my sheep, therefore you hear not my voice. But that goes back to Matthew 13, where 13 to 16, blessed are your eyes, for they see, and your ears, for they hear. Why? Because we are that fold that Yahweh Shai chose. Remember, the scripture says, many are called, but few are chosen. But going back to, you have not chosen me, I have chosen you. Like Jonah. Jonah didn't want to go to Nineveh. But the Lord don't give a damn about what you say, what you think of him. Like in Romans the 9th chapter, what it says, who is ever able to resist his will? You can't resist the will of the Lord. Moses told Pharaoh to let my people go. The Lord said, I'll harden his heart will show you my power. So your will was to get your people free, Moses. The Lord said, I'm going to harden his heart. Nineveh, Jonah had to go there. He didn't want to go. The Lord capsized the ship. He still had to go. How much I cried 3 times to the Most High Yahweh to take the cup from him. The Lord didn't even look at him, didn't even acknowledge him. You can't resist the will of the Lord, right? Just like it was our will to be ordained to do this, And even the scripture says the deceived and the deceiver are his. So pray not that you be in a lot where you are deceived or be a deceiver, all right? Because Someone who's accustomed to telling a lie, every time you tell a lie, your brain records it. So you keep telling a lie long enough, you yourself know that you are a liar. Because your brain has already acknowledged that and has already told you that. But because you tell it so often, your lie starts to become your truth. And now you just become delusional. Right? But anyhow, going back, Matthew 13 and 17, for verily I say unto you that many prophets and righteous men have desired to see those things which ye see, and have not seen them, and to hear those things which ye hear, and have not hoped, and have not heard them. That's why it's a blessing to take this test of faith. All right? Because you've been selected, you've been chosen to be a part of something that's better than you ever thought you could imagine having in this society, in this lifestyle, in this life, in this lifetime. All right? Ephesians 2:8, Brother Bishop. No, that was it. Ephesians 2:8. Going back to understanding. If you understand this truth, that's a blessing, for the Lord has enlightened you. All right? Those who don't have the truth, they're not enlightened. Therefore, like how I said, they love the darkness more than the light. Because once you shine that light on them, they have no choice but to see who they really are.
Kind of what they say, the light, the dark comprehend it not. The scripture says that the dark can't comprehend this light. The dark cannot comprehend the light.
The dark can't, the wicked can't. That's why the scripture says, it says, the wicked, oh man, say that again. Oh, it says the dark
can't comprehend the light.
Right, that reminded me of something in Daniel when you said that about the wicked not understanding. I think it's Daniel 12. Let me get that. Right, the dark, because the light is the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding.
You can't walk around, can't figure out how to walk around with a lamp. They're like, damn, why you walk around with a lamp? I know that's kind of awkward.
I like that, but that's spiritual.
Flashlight in the daytime.
I like that. This is Daniel chapter 12, verse 10. Many shall be purified and made white and tried. That don't mean literally you're going to turn white, you know what I mean? But the wicked shall do wickedly, and none of the wicked shall understand, but the wise shall understand. So who are the wise? The wise would have to be the righteous, because the wicked won't understand, only the wise would. What's the opposite of the wicked? The righteous. So those in the darkness, they love wickedness, because they don't want to, they abhor the righteous.
All the goodies in the dark.
All the what?
The goodies in the dark.
They all the goodies in the dark. I like that. This cat here. What was that you said real quick? I gotta find that. Darkness. Darkness. Comprehend not. All right. Go ahead. I'll read that about what y'all.
This is Ephesians 2:8. For by grace are you saved through faith, and that not of yourselves. It is the gift of Yahweh.
Right. So it says faith. It says faith. By grace you are saved through faith and not of yourselves. It is the gift of Yahweh. That's a blessing. That's a blessing. Like in this society, if you're working really hard at a job and they see you catching the bus every day, catching cabs and everything for like 2 years, all of a sudden the manager at your job buys you a car. Oh my God, I didn't think. In your mind, you're saying, oh, I'm blessed. No, we know blessed means to bow down. But in your mind, you say, oh my God, I've been blessed, right? Because that's like a gift. You've been gifted a car. I got a homie in the world. He was gifted a car just because of who he is. I know this guy. Trust me, this man, people done some of the craziest things for him just because of his character, right? But at the same time, the man with mind putting 6 feet under. There's people like that in the world, like King David. He's a man after the Most High's heart, but he killed tens of thousands of people. Like I say, a man should be able to take a life at night and then hold a baby, a newborn baby, the same day. It's a part of life, life and death, up and down, good and bad, darkness and light. But going back to that, what you had said, the one about darkness not comprehending the light, that was a good one. This is St. John chapter 1, verse 5. And the light shineth in darkness. That's us. Speaking this truth in all this darkness around us. And the darkness comprehended not, which is the one thing you saying, because they're brought up, that Matthew 13 that brought up. Blessed are our eyes because we see, and our ears because they hear. Because at End of the day, we are here. We are in the last hours, the last minutes of Babylon, and people still looking for answers.
Preparing ourselves for the last seat, the judgment seat.
That's a video in itself. Preparing ourselves for the last seat, the judgment seat.
Last video, the last seat.
The last seat. And on top of that, I wouldn't care if I had the last seat on the chariot. Right? So we're preparing ourselves for the judgment seat and for the last seat on the chariot. But now we're on the last seconds, last minutes, last seconds of Babylon. And we can see what's going on. We have the answers. But nobody wants to hear it. Why? Because that means they would have to look in the mirror and change their ways. And they're not willing to do that. Because they mean they would have to humble themselves. And pride won't allow them to do that. Because America tells you to be independent, to be proud, to be egotistical, to be arrogant, to be boastful. Since when ashes supposed to be proud? That's all we are, is ashes. Why should people be proud? Once again, it's a blessing for us to know who we are as a people. Right? Can you imagine knowing you were stolen, sold, raped, murdered, just castrated, dehumanized, never made a part of society, and even to this day it's like that because they can make a profit off of you. I always tell Negroes that never accept you, only tolerate you. And tolerate you enough so they can just discard you out as a husk. But then when you come to realize all this happened because it's in the Bible, you be like, what? Oh shoot, we the Lord's people? Oh, we on the curse because of this and that? Then you become enlightened. Then you got a lot of people who they despise being Israelites. What they say they'd rather go back to Egypt. Remember, they're in the wilderness crying and bickering. They say they'd rather go back to Egypt and be a slave. That's why the Lord said, "Is Israel a homeborn slave?" He's trying to tell y'all, man, start having that slave mentality. You are royalty. All right. It's something that we know that you don't know. Can you get me finish that real quick? No, don't worry about it. You get me Ecclesiastes after Proverbs. Ecclesiastes chapter 10. It's like verse 6. No, it's not. 7. Oh, which one?
This is Ecclesiastes chapter 10, verse 7. I have seen servants upon horses and princes walking as servants upon the earth.
I've seen servants upon horses and princes walking as servants upon the earth. I always use this analogy. Look at the movie Django. You saw Edomites, you saw Edomites who are servants on horses. You saw princes who are Israelites walking upon the ground. Django would be the Israelite. Leonardo DiCaprio, what's his Loveless, whatever his name is. Even though Leonardo DiCaprio in real life is an Israelite, his character would have been an Edomite, right? So that they literally showed that in that movie, that right there being manifest. That's bringing light to the darkness. Because the word Israel, usually translated into the Hebrew, is pronounced Yah-Shar Allah. Yah meaning he, Shar meaning prince, Allah meaning power. It's translated, we are princes of God, sons of God. So look at knowing that and looking at the predicament we in, that's the chastisement you get from a royal father. The Lord ain't gonna take no PlayStation from you. He not gonna take no allowance from you. He ain't gonna ground you. The Lord gonna send you a famine. The Lord gonna send your enemies over you. The Lord will send you plagues. The Lord will have it to where you're the tail and the heathens who the Lord said, who have been reputed as nothing shall be above you. That's his power. That's how he thinks.
You say, your enemies shall be lords over you.
Hence, you have some called as you said, if the earth be made for our sakes, why do we not have a hand in it? In other words, how can the earth be made for us, but we got to pay Esau a mortgage on the earth that was created for us? Hence, they are our landlords. They are lords over our own land. They have to this day got to pay fucking rent on their own land. Think about that. That was a prime example of what you said. They shall be lords over you. They are. You literally got something called landlord. So when you see all this darkness and you're trying to comprehend why it's happening, you gotta come to the light, right? Like even rehearsing the righteous acts in Babylon, keeping the Passover, trying to keep the Shabbat to the best of your days, examining ourselves. Women been having once in the eye. It's so easy nowadays, especially nowadays. It's so easy, especially when you walk with confidence, you walking in the spirit, Like I told my auntie, 3 things the Lord blessed me with. I never say it was me. The Lord blessed me with it. The Lord blessed me with good genetics. He blessed me with charisma. And blessed me with faith. That's what the Lord blessed me with. But just having the Ruach HaKodesh is a blessing in itself. When this society collapses, when all this fall, what's more precious? What has more value than faith in these last days? These people have faith in the society and it's crumbling. So then when it crumbles, what do they have faith in? We know that what we believe in is in the heavens is crumbling in society. So when his kingdom come, why would we not have faith? It's how I said, when the Son of Man comes, shall he find faith upon earth? Right? Stay in frame, bro. Hebrews 11:1, Bible show. It's a blessing to understand this. Stop looking for numbers. Stop looking for numbers, yo. Yeah, the Lord deal with numbers. 144,000, 1/3, 2/3, 24 elders, 12 tribes of Israel. All of that. The Lord deals with numbers. 4, 7 women shall take hold of 1 man. All of it. The Lord deals with all of that. Only 1 man can go in at a time. Meaning that the entry to the kingdom of heaven is in a tight, narrow place. But it said you have fire and water on each side. This faith that we have, man, is something that it's something you can't grasp. It's not tangible. Right? The Lord is a spirit. Go ahead.
Now, faith is the substance of things.
You gonna call it?
Sorry. Hebrews 11:1. Now, faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. Verse 2. For by the elders obtaining a good report.
Faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. For by it the elders obtain a good report. So we believe in something that they can't see. But because they can't see it, does that mean that we shouldn't believe it? It's like, I see it. It's like, I don't see what you're talking about. It's like, yeah, maybe I'm tripping. No.
They ain't got time for the things they can't see.
They ain't got the spirit to see the things.
This whole thing is about patience, man.
They can't see it. They can't see the things we see because they don't have the spirit to see it. The scripture says, if our gospel be hid, it's because the God of this world has blinded them. That's why they still in darkness. He didn't give them the Ruach HaKodesh to reveal to show the light. They ain't got the light. Verse 6, and they ain't got this either.
Verse 6.
Hebrews 11:6.
Hebrews 11:6. But without faith, it's impossible to please him. For he that cometh to Yahweh must believe that he is the rewarder of them that diligently seek him.
Let's seek him, y'all. It says, without faith, it's impossible to serve him. So in order for you to serve the Lord, they mean that you have to have faith. But remember, that's a gift. Hey, let it sink in, yo. Faith was given to you, but the only way faith was able to be obtained by you, Yahushua had to die for you to get it. Now, what did you do to get it? You didn't have to do a damn thing. Let's be honest, because Yahushua chose us. Yeah, we believe. Let me say this, y'all. Let me say this. I speak as a man. We believed. We had to have been those who believed the words. Understand it today. Because Malachi 3:16, the book of remembrance was made for those who feared the Lord and thought upon his name.
That goes to the precept where it said there be many created, but not few shall be saved.
Get that call.
There'll be many created for this world, but only few shall be saved.
Oh, okay. You talking about it? Apocryphal. Right. This world created for many, but the world will come for few. Exactly. That's why you said. Why I mentioned numbers. If the scripture says the slain of the Lord shall be many, but don't look for many people to be following, to be trying to grasp on what you're saying. Right? So, in other words, you need to focus on your salvation and pray for those who are in the same realm, in the same body as how about you? I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Hebrews 11:6.
Hebrews 11:6 one more time.
Hebrews 11:6. But without faith, it's impossible to please Him. For he that cometh to Yahweh must believe that He is, and that He is a rewarder of them that diligently seek Him.
And that He's a rewarder of them that diligently seek Him. Notice it says diligent. The elders are diligent. That's why the scripture mentioned by this the elders have a good report after defining what faith is. Because those men, their diligence will brought me out of the darkness to the light. Right? And that's what this whole ministry is about. Admonishing, exhorting, defending, preaching, teaching, growing. The scripture speaks about growing in the grace, man. You can't be on the same level 3 weeks ago that you had 3 months ago, and you're on the same level now, or on a lesser level. Go ahead.
It's so things whole scripture about wisdom finding us, man. Being blessed that wisdom see yourself.
Okay. It's just like it. I don't care who you are. I don't care if you put on one video and you get no views. It says no views. Guess what? Esau can misconstrue the numbers. Esau can shadow ban you. Remember, the number one view you want is on high. You need to be focusing on that view. Their view.
Wisdom of Solomon chapter 6, verse 1. Hear therefore, you kings, and understand, learn. Ye that be judges of the end of the earth, give her ear. You that rule the people, and glory in the multitude of nations.
Yeah, but you just read it, man. You gotta edify. Read that, and I'm gonna go. That's hear therefore, O ye kings, understand, young ye that be judges of the ends of the earth. So every priest, who are the judges? We are. We're the judges. The Israelites are the judges. So it says what? It says, hear therefore, O ye kings, and understand, learn. It says, hear, understand, and learn. And go back to wisdom. That's a lot right there. Hear, understand, learn. That's heavy because I got it, man. I love the Elders a Great Millstone, man. I really do. I don't even know this, man, but it says to listen, to understand, and learn. All right? This is Romans. This is Romans chapter 10. Romans chapter 10 and verse 13. Whosoever shall call upon the name of the Lord shall be saved. That's really Israel. The name is Yahweh, Yahweh Shai. Okay. How then shall they call on him whom they have not believed? Remember there was a falling away. The Lord told Jeremiah, he said, thou even thyself shall discontinue from my heritage. So that was a falling away. So we had to forget who we were. Okay. Roots showed you that. Your name is no longer Kunta, your name is Toby. Right? You know what I'm saying? So, and how shall they believe in him whom they have not heard? And how shall they hear without a preacher? So the reason me bringing this out, because when you have brought out Wisdom of Solomon 1 and 1, Wisdom of Solomon 1 and 6 and 1, Wisdom of Solomon 6 and 1.
Wisdom of Solomon.
Wow. Hear therefore, O ye kings, and understand, learn, ye that be judges of the ends of the earth. It says, understand and learn. I thought it said here, understand and learn. But how do you learn? You learn by listening. You have 2 ears and 1 mouth. You learn by listening. So by hearing the preachers, the elders out there, that right there is a prime example. But this is going back to